guys, this is Dr. Callahan with Week 13 Friday. How are you guys doing? Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following question. All right, so we are going to jump right into doing the things for today. And I have you guys looking at several items that I want to make sure we go over. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the stuff for today. So this is the breakdown of what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about interpreting the shapes of data display in two-way frequency tables. So you should have a guided notes in front of you from class. If not, you can go ahead and just follow along and write it on a separate piece of paper. So we're going to start off with something that looks like this. Okay, so it says work with a partner, but really by yourself. List the number of the ages of these women when they became first ladies in the United States. And so you have a bunch of ages, 21, 56, 49, 40, etc. It looks really, really messy and difficult to distinguish. So the first thing you want to do is you want to organize the data. And one of the things that you can do is organize it on a stem and leaf plot. Whereas this is a stem, this is a leaf. So the tens of their age is the stem and the ones is the leaf. So as I'm looking at this here, what do I see from the data, how it's organized? I can see that the mode or the majority of the ladies when they became first ladies are in their 40s. I can also say that the age that occurs the most is going to be 48 and then 60. And I can also see that the youngest person that became first lady was 21 and the oldest was 60 years of age. And nobody in their 30s became first ladies. So it's just a better way of organizing data in this format. All right, so this is your guided notes. I want you guys to take a look over here. Here is a comparison of heights among guys and then also heights among girls. So in this context, I want you guys to answer the following question. Which data has a smaller standard deviation? And remember, standard deviation is something we talked about yesterday. And it's from week 13 Thursday. So if you did not watch that video, make sure you do. Standard deviation basically means how is the spread of the data among heights. And then B, estimate the percent of male between 67 inches and 73 inches. All right, so next, I want you guys to communicate your answers. So take a look at this part right here. When you're looking at this table, ask yourself, how can you use a histogram to characterize the basic shape of a distribution? Specifically, what are the characteristics of a symmetrical distribution? What is symmetric distribution called a bell shape? And give me two real-life examples of symmetric distribution. All right, now let's take a look at the far right side. Here are the different type and shapes of data distribution. There is cluster, there is gap, peak, and symmetry. So what I would like you guys to do is give me a sentence describing why are these called cluster, gap, peak, symmetry as it is matched to the graph itself. So just one sentence. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the spread of how data are done. So here, number one tells you about the number of pets using this frequency table. I want you guys to answer the following question. What is the most common number of pets owned? Well, as I look at this, it looks like it is 3 because that has the most dots where X is above that. How many pets are there in total? Well, if I look at this, there are 3 ones, 2 twos, so that's 4, 4 threes, that's 12, 1 4, and then 1 8. So you're just going to add everything together to find the sum, just like you learned from yesterday, finding the sum. So then all together, I should have 28 plus 3, so 31. How many people own only one pet? There are 3 people. What numbers make up the gap? Well, that will be 5 pets, 6 pets, and 7 pets. Nobody have those numbers. So now that I went ahead and did the first one, I want you guys to look at and interpret the age learned to drive, number of home runs in a season, and the number of siblings. So pause the video and answer the following questions here. All right, now we're going to take a look over here on this part. So Felipe surveyed some of the students at a school. He found that 78 students owns a cell phone. So 78 owns a cell phone. 57 of those students owns an MP3 player. There are 13 students that do not own a cell phone but own an MP3 player. 9 students do not own either devices. Now what I want you guys to do is take a look at this and fill in the blanks. So with your calculator, no MP3 player will just be 78 minus 53, in which case that's going to give you a 25. Students owns a cell phone, but no MP3 players. This one here will just be 13 plus 9, which is going to give you a 22. This number here will be 78 plus 22, which will go ahead and give you a 100. The remaining 2 numbers, this one here, you'll just do 25 plus 9, which is a total 34. And then lastly, 53 plus 13 is a 64. So now that I went ahead and showed you guys how to do this one, I want you guys to go ahead and practice constructing a table here. So there are 150 students at a summer camp that signed up for swimming and also canoeing. So yes, swimming, no swimming, yes, canoeing, no canoeing. So go ahead and fill out the table here and make sure every single cell is filled out. Pause the video and do that, please. All right, you guys, so after this, I have 2 more that I'm gonna have you guys fill out on your own. This one and this one. One is gonna be on whether you're taking a foreign language or not, and also do you play sport. The next one is, have you been to Canada or have you been to Mexico? All right, so with that said, the last thing I want you guys to do is gonna be a Desmos. So with this Desmos, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna assign it to your class here. And you guys need to go to or you can actually go to type in this tiny URL in red, or you can take a picture of the QR code right here. There are 10 questions that you need to go ahead and fill out. Make sure you guys do that, type in responses, and that concludes our lesson today. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Take care.